Brock Bowers.
Mike on Mike. Yeah, here we go. So
Generational, right?
Yeah, it's hard to argue. Brock Bowers, his freshman year was just something to behold. So the argument is not just that Brock Bowers is going to be the best tight end in this draft class. The argument is that Brock Bowers is going to be a generational prospect and one of the best tight ends of all time. Now, that's probably getting ahead of ourselves, right? We're putting the cart before the horse here. We have yet to see what his game will translate to the NFL. But you're looking at a guy who's 6'3", 243, so a little lighter side, right? He's a tremendous pass blocker. He's not just a pass catcher.
Is that for real?
Oh, yeah. He's a great pass blocker. He is a tremendous pass catcher, though, too. Like, he is the offense by which Georgia runs. And you're talking about, 30% market share. He set UGA records for tight ends for receptions, yards, touchdowns. Sophomore campaign, he had 13 touchdowns. Oh, excuse me. His freshman campaign, he had 13 touchdowns. Sophomore, he had 7 touchdowns. Last year, he got hurt in the middle of the season. He missed a few games. That's when Ladd McConkey stepped up. But just in general, in the landscape of tight ends, there are no better options than this right now. You must have watched some film on him.
Yeah, and I wasn't as impressed as the hype is huge. It's Kyle Pitts level, and I'm sorry, when I watched Kyle Pitts in college, it was unreal. He was raw, but it was Calvin Johnson shit. And I don't see it. I literally see more Dalton Kincaid. Now, call me crazy. I'm not saying don't draft Brock Bowers as the first tight end off the board. I'm saying drafting him top 10 is stupid, because drafting any tight end top 10 is stupid. I'll just give you Eric Ebron.
Okay.
Who ended up having some good years.
Yeah, actually, his
year 4.
Years in Jacksonville
It took 4 years.
Well, that's the big thing with tight ends. It's a different position in the NFL than it is in college. So you have to be able to transition that game. You're doing a lot more than just catching passes. You're not just running routes and catching passes. You are blocking. You're working assignments. You're helping with.
It's one of the hardest positions to train to play in general.
No argument, and that's why it takes years. So I wouldn't expect that Brock Bowers will be a standout tight end in year 1, but his trajectory to me, and this is my high end cop, is for George Kittle, but healthier. So I think that
healthy.
For George Kittle.
What changes the landscape though is Sam LaPorta. Because Sam LaPorta broke the mold in terms of what we expect from a rookie tight end. I know. Me and Nico were lower on Sam LaPorta than anyone ever. I called him a cum dumpster. I said a lot of things. Look it up, guys. I'll admit when I'm wrong.
Remember this guy?
Michael Myers?
Michael Mayer.
I still like Michael Mayer. Okay? I still think Michael Mayer is a better prospect.
I planted my flag on Sam LaPorta.
I still think he's a better prospect than Sam LaPorta.
That's fair. Sam LaPorta is the arguably the
I'm saying swap those two players. Put Sam LaPorta on the Raiders with Devontae Adams getting those targets with Jimmy G, and put Michael Mayer on Detroit. You don't think he could have done that?
It's possible. I think Sam LaPorta has a better skill set. Let's look through the top 10 though, because Brock Bowers is almost certainly going in the top 10. Who do you think takes him and where? Because we got Chicago, Washington, New England, Arizona, Los Angeles, New York, Tennessee, Atlanta, Chicago, New York.
The Jets would be nice.
I would love,
but I want the Jets to take a
tight end.
They need to take a Nudze, right? Like they need another guy next to Garrett.
They definitely. Well, I thought that Keenan Allen should have gone to the Jets, but whatever.
Right,
or maybe they should trade for Devontae Adams.
The Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos look
not
like
the Raiders. They have
possibility.
Michael Mayer. So.
New Orleans, maybe.
No, I don't think Taysom Hill.
Okay,
I'm just saying they're never going to get rid of him.
He won't go.
They
have Mo Cox, the largest man of all time.
They always have 4 tight ends.
God,
they have Kylan Granson too.
What if Atlanta drafts him at 8?
Do a little Bill Belichick.
What if Tennessee drafts him at 7?
Ooh.
No,
they have too many pass catchers, and they're not a. I don't know. I think the Broncos and the Colts make the most sense.
What if the Bears draft him at 9?
No, dude, gross.
I know. Gross. Anyway, Brock Bowers is a generational.
He's going to go too high, though. Would you agree?
Yes, he will go too high. You shouldn't draft a tight end that high. It
Top
takes time
20
to develop.
Might be too high.
Yeah. So that is Brock Bowers. He is number 1.